So this time last year I used the ZJ clutch for just a few months, really from July through September, which is when it gets hottest in the year. Um, I primarily got it because I thought it'd help the one area where I have cooling problems, which is really when idling with the AC on and just sitting in like a drive-through or a parking lot. And mine only gets up to about 230, which is only about 5 degrees above where the E fan turns on, so it's not unreasonable, but it's not where I like to be. So I thought I'd do this to see if it helped. And in my experience, coming from a functional XJ clutch to the ZJ clutch, I didn't notice any difference in like idle performance. I noticed that the temperatures were about the same, maybe ever so slightly lower, but it didn't appear to have a tangible result. Um, but what I noticed the most significant difference in was when I was riding in the sand, which is where I like to have my most fun. I'm not much for wheeling the mountains, but I love riding in the sand. And what I found was that I could be blasting on the throttle the whole day, flooring it up the dunes and everything. And I was at 195 to 200 the entire time, where consistently with the XJ fan clutch, I'm sitting at around probably about 220, 225, which again isn't unreasonable, but I would like to keep temps a little more under control, especially when I'm flooring it a lot and sitting at 3,000 to 4,000 RPM. But ultimately, what I came to the conclusion of was low RPM idling, stuff like that. I didn't notice a change. And for high RPM off-roading, noticeable change, probably about a 20-degree drop in my experience. And I do know my XJ clutch is working. And then in daily driving, highway, city, stuff like that, I did notice an improvement on that too, but it does eat up some fuel economy. In my case, I noticed you lose about 1 to 2 miles per gallon, and it is noticeably loud. That said, if you still feel like this is the thing for you, like you do some heavy wheeling or just generally want to keep things cooler, this works. Factory XJ system works great, but I found this works especially well when it's working hard in the dunes. Whatever the case is, thank you for watching.